You know what makes those magic moments that everybody be wanting to. It's the boldness in your choice, right? It's never supposed to, like, if you're doing that right, you going off the first thought. Divine be guiding a lot of things together in life, like, and sometimes people miss that guidance, and then you end up going down a whole spaghetti road, and it's twisting and turning in so many ways. Then the love that's for your soul, it has to guide you out of that, right? Just to get you back on the right road. You know what I'm saying? So that should get deep. But if you can get it, like, I may be speaking more to the younger people, because you can make a few mistakes from your teenage years to your early 20s, but then you got to tighten up and start really listening. And I ain't talking about to people, I mean like to that first thought, that you know right and wrong in your heart type energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll feel it. It ain't something you really talk about. You might feel it, though. You'll feel something pushing or pulling, and you may think you got to go against that. Nah, yo, that be that right direction. That's going to get you where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really be that. It be that. It be that, you know what? Yeah, that's the move I was supposed to make. And even for other people, you know what I'm saying, who've been doing right, but then you might, you know, either way you could still, because you might not be that far down the road. You know what I'm saying? You might be just a couple curves around. So you can easily, you know, acclimate that first feeling to your retrospective being. So if you've been following me, you know where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to be going back. I'm trying to, like, bring everything forward at all levels. So then if it's spoken in a sentence, it connects to mad dimensions, right? So you want to start following that first thought, no matter where it's taking you. Sometimes, and I've had this as an experience, like, that first thought will make you do something where nothing comes out of it, and you'll be like, wait, what did I do this for? You know what I'm saying? You don't see nothing, but nothing is the answer. Because sometimes you can be involved in shit, you know what I'm saying, and don't even understand. You like, oh, I was just there. Yeah, that's enough involvement. That's enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's increments to the value. And really what it's teaching you is to look at the subtle moments of everything. Like, so life don't exist off the extreme action of circumstances. That's not how it go. That's the shit that keep you blinded to what's really going on, right? So what you want to do is you want to follow those first thoughts, because they give you that understanding of having all the increment aspects of how a situation take place, no matter what it is, on any scale, from your day-to-day life to your personal relationships to your workspace to how you want to grow in whatever particular value. Like, you start being able to focus on the actual motion and how things are said and how things come out and how they're intaken, and just it's like you're moving with the actual flow of life existence. You know what I'm saying? You get, like, if you sit by a river, you can kind of feel it, because the river don't need you to make it flow. You actually feeling the flow of the river. So it's another flow in life, like, where everything moves. You'll be sitting outside oblivious doing whatever. You don't feel things moving, but the trees do, the ground do, the air does. And if you can feel all that together, even like a distant river, like everything is moving, you start feeling energy that's being pulled with everything. You can feel all the energy moving. And if you just sit still enough, you can feel it go past you. It's very subtle, you know. So that attunement, you know, with the first thought is acclimated to a high power level of perception and intuition. And you can get there. You can get there yourself. It's just you paying attention to you and not selling yourself short of whatever situations in life. Now, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this because I'm mad, or I'm going to say this because I know. Don't give away your energy. Keep in mind, like the last bill, you spend your energy on things. You spend it on things. So why would you spend it on the wrong things when in fact you can use it to build your character in a supernatural way? You know what I'm saying? If you can really think about it like the correct understanding of what you're spending the energy on, in particular to the focus. So what your focus is going to be what you intend. So watch what you focus on. You know what I'm saying? Let that be more in the motion of who you are. So then you'll be very critical about yourself. At that point, you will be really like shaving up the mishaps in oneself. And you'll start seeing how you grow into character spaces that you didn't even know exist. You can fill these spaces in with you. You don't gotta be something else. You can just grow into a better version of what you are. So you don't change much. It just gets larger in a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about ego. So you remove that. So you're not gonna feel good or bad about it. You're just gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna move towards that. And it's gonna be in the expression of the authenticity of you knowing what you are. And that's how you learn yourself, by watching how things hit you in certain aspects of reality, every little increment. How'd that make you feel? Were you able to deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Was that so much that it wouldn't change your pattern of existence? Like, there's so many things and so many ways you can look at these particular understandings, and that's the dope part. You know what I'm saying? So then when you do start getting in different situations, you're handling them with the perfect attention. Imagine if you can pay attention to everything your partner is really requesting. Imagine if you can understand where the business is going to go if you put certain attention into certain spaces. Imagine if your attention to your life and your body was so attentive that you never had to worry about ailments because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just mastered the understanding of how your body receives everything in every aspect of reality. So that's the ultimate job, right? So you can have the fulfillment of oneself, the highest level of fulfillment. And you do that with divine frequency. These are all divine frequencies that are tied to you. But you have a whole bunch of billions and billions of other frequencies that exist to take your attention. We use these frequencies to bide our time on certain things. We use these frequencies to fill in false notions of reality. We use these frequencies to pull ourselves away from whatever particular feeling we may be feeling at the current moment, instead of just literally looking at it for what it is and checking yourself to the frequency, because it gives you an indifferent, not to control it, but to understand maybe you shouldn't be dealing with that energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that should be working, yo. Like, how you looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, to me, it's more dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be looking at shit, I be like, yo, you don't even know, you ain't come here with that. So why you leaving with that? You done went to somebody party and picked up the wrong sweater. You going home with that shit. Why you tell you know that ain't your sweater? Put that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took a long time for me to understand my grandpa's meaning. He be like, yo, just because you find money on the ground don't mean you're supposed to take it. You know what I'm saying? That's still kind of like stealing. Somebody may come back looking for that in that spot where they dropped it. And if you ain't take it, then the opportunity increases for them to get their shit back. And we all done found money on the ground. But it's the value of, you know, having that as your full attention. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, I get it. It's still stealing. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you look at it, it's still stealing. You know what I mean? So if you can correct these flaws within yourself, you know what I mean? Just saying, nah, I'm good. How well can you be good through every situation that you possibly got to deal with without taking nothing from it? Without causing no ripples, no matter what the situation is. Like, that's a lot. Like, that's like carrying a lot of weight. It's like, yo, what's up, Atlas? You feel me? Like, yo, what's up, Atlas? You got a lot of weight on your shoulders. If I ever put this shit down, well, you don't know what I can do with this. You know what I'm saying? Wearing the weight suit. You know what I'm saying? The weight suit of life. What can you take? You know what I'm saying? What can you take? And it's basically you learning that these emotions is how you are feeling while you moving through life. Emotion in motion while you moving through life. You know what I'm saying? The subtle motions you feel on every single aspect. Calculate them, not in a negative form or a positive form. Calculate them to how it shapes you. And you choose to architect that shape. So you can remove and replace for the benefit, but it's all about being your most authentic. So let that be supreme. I ain't gonna hold you. Just trying to show you something. Naga the Wise.